Edson Arantes do Nascimento, known as Pele, is regarded as the greatest footballer of all time. However, people have different opinions about him. Some still say he's the greatest of all time, some say he's overrated, and some ask themselves if he's even human. Well, Pele is human like everybody else, but he's for sure a superhuman player. The former Italian football manager and player, Tarcisio Bergnish, even wonders if Pele was made of skin and bones like everyone else. The retired American football goalkeeper, Shep Messin, once said that Pele is a superhuman player. According to the Brazilian former footballer and manager Mario Zagallo, Pele is the best of all time. One of the greatest footballers of all time, Bobby Charlton, said that he sometimes feels as though football was invented for Pele. Before starting this video, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already and turn notifications on so that you won't miss any videos in the future. Let's go! Despite playing on poorer football fields compared to nowadays, Pele managed to score a total of 1,281 goals including friendlies. Wait a second here. Some of you are probably saying the friendly games were easy and not important, but in fact, that is false. We know excluding friendlies, he still holds the world record with 757 goals in 812 matches, but that's not the point. Back then, friendly games were as competitive as official games, it seems. In fact, the friendly games attracted more people than bigger games. For example, the UEFA Winners' Cup final of 1998 between Chelsea and Stuttgart was over 30,000 fans, and Santos vs Stuttgart was 50,000 fans. 20,000 fans of difference. Another one is the Copa del Rey final of 1963 was between Real Madrid and Barcelona. 35,000 fans attended. And the match between Barcelona and Santos was 85,000 fans. Notice the big difference? The friendly games were difficult. As a result, the tickets to attend the friendly games were expensive. Things like this happened during the friendly games. South America is one of the places that had the best teams in the world at that time. If you think of it, the Brazilian team during Pelé's time won 3 out of 4 World Cups, and some of these players played for Santos. In both official and unofficial games, Pelé's scoring ratio was similar. The similarity of Pelé's statistics in official and unofficial games proves this. One of the main reasons Pelé played so many friendlies around the world is because Santos stopped playing competitively in South America. For example, Santos did not participate in Copa Libertadores from 1965 onward. Now, when coming back to talk about how many goals Pelé scored in his entire career, he did score a total of 1,281 goals in 1,363 games, which is absolutely astonishing. He is no doubt a goal machine. Pele was a complete player. He could shoot from different angles, he could pass, he could dribble, he could head the ball, he did freestyle with the ball, and he was even a goalkeeper. One of the Brazilian journalists and former coach, João Saldanha, made some remarks about Pele, saying he's a complete player and a great goalkeeper. One of the best footballers of all time, Zico, said that Pele is a complete player. Mario Zagallo said the same thing as well. Being a complete player, Pele already did some of the amazing football skills legendary players did. There are many of them, but let's just take a look at 6 of them. The balls they used to play were definitely heavier than today's. It was super heavy when he sweat. The cleats are not as good as the ones now, and some fields were bad. Pele's ability to jump and head the ball was totally out of this world. According to Shep Messin, after being tested in Brazil, he was off the charts. Pele had a vertical leap of 48 inches. His vertical leap is higher than Michael Jordan's. Pele's height was 1.73 meters and he jumped over 1 meter. That's insane. Some even say that Pele could superbly play volleyball, basketball, and any other sport that requires high jumps and coordination. According to an old article, Pele jumps earlier than other players to head the ball because he has the ability to hover longer in the air. According to medical tests by experts, it is revealed that Pele's heart when he is training beats from 56 to 58 times a minute. The heart of an average athlete in training beats from 90 to 95 times a minute. His aerobic capacity gives him the ability to repeat a great effort within 45 to 60 seconds. And plus, Pele's combination of dribbling and speed was extraordinary. He can run 100 meters in 11 seconds. During Pele's time, there was no yellow or red card rule, so a player was not suspended for a foul. Nowadays, players are more protected against fouls. Despite Pele was severely injured few days before this match, he was still playing while limping as you can see here. It's probably possible that Pele has an ability to do more and more which is out of the ordinary. After amazing performances throughout his whole career, FIFA journalists and coaches once named Pele Player of the Century. Before ending the video, there are 3 interesting facts about Pele. Some you may know already or you may not know any at all. So let's start with the first one. The Brazilian government declared Pele a national treasure in 1961 to prevent foreign football clubs from taking him out of the country. That's why he only went on to play outside his country for New York Cosmos when he was close to retirement. Pele had offers from many European teams like Real Madrid, but mostly in Italy. According to France Football, Pele would have won the Ballon d'Or in 1958, 1959, 1960, 1961, 1963, 1964, and 1970. That equals a total of 7 Ballon d'Ors. Here is a list of the original winners and the alternatives. From the 60s to 80s, the Ballon d'Or was only given to European players until it was first given to George Weah in 1995. Number 2. Pele began his career at just 15 years old. He was selected to play for Santos at the age of 16 and he had an unbelievable performance in the World Cup 1958 at just 70 years old. He holds the record of the youngest ever to win the World Cup and the only one to have won it 3 times. Number 3. 70% of Pele's career wasn't filmed. Despite that, we still saw a lot of amazing plays by him. We wonder if the 70% of his career were filmed, what we would have seen. We would have probably seen more of his amazing goals and tricks. The former Spanish football player and coach said Pele was an inventor. The Portuguese coach Jose Mourinho said this: "I think he is football. We have the real special one, Mr. Pele." And a former Hungarian footballer, Sandor Kocsis, said this: "A player like Pele will only be born 1,000 years from now. Pay attention, I did not say 100, but 1,000 years." There you have it. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Also turn notifications on so that you won't miss any videos in the future. Bye now.